Hello, hello, everybody. Okay, so daylight savings time. This is the first time that I've actually had to deal with it because being in Arizona, we never did daylight savings. We always kind of stayed consistent the whole year through. So so I had to kind of figure out what time it was because I haven't changed the clock on my computer and we haven't changed all the clocks yet. So I was Googling time zones to figure out what time it was. But anyway, I'm here and I guess it's 3 o'clock, right? Mountain time, 5 o'clock Eastern time. So we'll talk about if we're going to keep this time, if it works for everybody. If you guys can just kind of let me know if you can hear me and see me before I kind of get too far into it, and we can get started here. Hey Suzanne, nice to see you back. Um, yeah, Tina, I'm with you. It's confusing, and I'm sure we'll like it right when summer kind of kicks in and we've got the longer days. Um, but I'm sure when I get up tomorrow, it's gonna be dark. So, um, yeah, we'll see. I was out. Me and my husband were out working the farm. Right, we have a goat farm, but with no goats. And we were out in the farm, and it was so muddy. It's so funny to call myself a farmer. But yeah, we have a farm. Um, Rob and I'm with you. I was confused myself, but we were out clearing the land. I know I've shared with you before. We bought this house, and the guy we bought it from really focused on fixing up the house and not the land. And the land has so much junk. So we were clearing out a lot of the junk. Oh, excuse me. And so it was a busy morning, and I just jumped in the shower. So my hair is kind of still wet. But I wanted to at least check in with you guys, and talk about our live and see if this is going to be a good time that works for everybody. So as you guys probably knew, or maybe you didn't know, my detective class was yesterday, and it was a lot of fun. I know several people in the chat were part of the class, and many of you all purchased the class, so you'll have the replay. But it's always fun to do the live class because you're visiting with everybody, and while we can't all be in the same classroom, it's fun to certainly craft together and have fun. Your notification said 6 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, Suzanne, I wasn't sure how YouTube was going to do it. So I know it's 3 p.m. Mountain here. So so is it going to be? But when I did the world clock, it said 5 Eastern. So I don't know what what time is it for you guys right now. For me, it's 3 o'clock Mountain time, and I thought it was 5 o'clock. I think when I initially said it, um, I said it wrong because when I went to go check it on YouTube, it said that the live started in like 62 minutes. And I'm like, well, that's not right. So then I put it to 2 o'clock, which I guess is 3 o'clock. I don't know, but we're here. So we'll try this for a while to see if it works. And if it's interrupting dinners and whatnot, maybe we can kind of reevaluate. I don't like to go too early on Sundays because it kind of cuts my day. Um, and I want to be able to do things in the day. If I have it too early, then if we're out running errands, I've got to come back and do the live, and I don't want it to be a hindrance. I want it to be fun. So 3 o'clock really works for me, even though I know that um, it's later for you guys. So 5 p.m. So it's 5 o'clock for you guys now. So if this works for everybody, we'll just keep it like this. And then when we change times again, we'll have to figure it out. Okay. Oh my goodness. So yeah, the class yesterday was a lot of fun. Thanks everybody that did attend. If you did not attend, shame on you. We had a lot of fun, but you still have an opportunity to sign up for one of my classes. The next one is the railroad class, railroad passenger folio. And we got a new Backstage Pass member. So Cordelia, I don't think she's on yet, but Cordelia did sign up for the Backstage Pass. So she is our newest member, and she will be initiated into our private Facebook group and get all the perks of the Backstage Pass. So when she does join, I don't see her yet. When she does join, congratulate her, you guys, for the Backstage Pass, because she is my newest member. So what I thought we would do today is, but before I get into that, I only got 4 more kits left for the railroad class. So if you are thinking about joining the railroad class, the railroad portfolio class, don't hesitate, because I've only got 4 kits left, and once I sell out of my kits, I'm closing down the class. So it's going to be a great class. It's got a lot of vintage items for it, and it's going to be a great kit. Let's see. Melody says she had lots of fun. She's almost got her detective book finished, which is awesome. You need to do the 2 cards and the tickets, which are your inserts, Melody. Yep, absolutely. Lots and lots of fun. And the next one will be the railroad one, and then I've got to get busy on my Christmas in July. Some things are going on with me personally. I'm not going to get into it too much right now because I'm still trying to get all the information, but I haven't scheduled my classes for the fall yet, and Christmas. Kind of got to see what's going to go on with me personally. But as I get more information, I'll share with you a little bit what's going on. But it's just some personal things I need to deal with. But I got to get working on my Christmas in July, so I will be busy doing that behind the scenes. So today what I thought we would do is I thought we would go through our cards. We did our monthly card theme, and our theme was yellow spring, right? So with a hint of detective, because I know we did some detective crafting as well. So I thought I would go ahead and share some of my cards that I got. I've already mailed out a couple cards. I got to get the rest of them out to you guys that did the exchange with me. But if you guys are good with that, I thought we would go ahead and do that. And then after we share our cards, then if we have some time to do a little bit of crafting, maybe we'll do that as well. We'll kind of play it by ear. So today's going to be just really casual, y'all, and hopefully that works for you. Turn on my heater here. I'm a little chilly. But if that sounds good, you guys, just let me know. And I'm going to transition down and get my wonderful cards that I've received. So bear with me 1 second here. All right. Here we go. Okay. It looks like it's upside down. Let me see if I can. I had to switch cameras. I've been having problems with my camera that I use for my live, so I had to switch the camera, and I was upside down. All right, so I think that's right. Okay, let me grab these wonderful cards that y'all sent me. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, we do a monthly card exchange, and our theme was yellow and flowers. So let me just kind of go through this here. And I have a couple cards that I made that I'm going to be getting out to a couple of you guys. These are the ones we made earlier, and I'm going to get these out to a couple of you. And then I got to figure out which other spring ones I'm going to send to the rest of you. So we had, let me see how many we have here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I think, yeah, I had one left over from last month that came in late. So I want to go ahead and share that as well. So I think I'll do that first. So as we start sharing cards, you guys, be sure to give shout outs to our fellow crafters. It's always nice to get accolades. And we all do such nice work. So, you know, lots of encouragement is always appreciated. Let's get going. So this card that I'm going to share with you first is a card from last month's theme. I didn't get a chance to share it with you because it came in after I shared. It's from Jeannie Arnott. And Jeannie sent in this Valentine themed card. You know that we did like love, friendship, kind of friendship we did last month. And this came in a little late, and I definitely wanted to give a shout out for it. So inside, it's a cute little envelope, so cute, with a little note. Monica, I really enjoy your videos, and friendship, Jeannie. So sweet, Jeannie. Thank you very much. So let's look at this card here. So I love this little stamp here. Look at it. It's got the little love stamp. I don't even know if that's a real stamp. It looks like it might be a real stamp. It says Forever USA. Super cute on the card itself. The cardstock, it's cardstock, and it has the dots, the circles, and then it looks like she did corner punches for the fancy corners here. We've got this really fun jewel here, which is a heart, and then we've just got all sorts of embellishments. So we've got some stamps here. It says, hello friend, you're so sweet. I've got extra heart stickers all around, and of course our fun paper dolls. This says Valentine's February 14th. Super sweet Valentine's Day card, and I wanted to just make sure that I shared that with you guys from Jeannie. And this was from last month. Yeah, it is a real stamp. It says Forever, so I'm guessing it is. And this was from last month's exchange, so I wanted to go ahead and share that and give Jeannie a shout out for that. All right, so let's get into this month's. All right, so okay, so my address here, of course, is the P.O. Box in Reed Point, and we will share this address again before we finish our live today. But this is where everybody is sending it to me. This is from our friend Tina. I'm not going to share her address. Hey Cordelia. So this is from Tina, and I see Tina in the chat. So let's go ahead and take a look at what Tina sent me here. So again, our theme was yellow and spring. I love it when you guys send me 3D cards. All right, so let's take a look at this. So this is beautiful. The cardstock is kind of distressed on the outside with one of the many tools that we have, right? So we've got a little bit of distress on the outside, and then we've got a tag here, and the tag is embossed, and then she put some yellow ink on the raised part of the embossing, which is really pretty. And then we've got some beautiful yellow flowers here that it looks like it's cardstock, but then it looks like she also put some color to give it some different shading, which is always a great idea, right? We've got this double yellow bow here going on, which is always wonderful. I don't think we use enough bows in our cards, so I always like to see it when people use bows, and then you can just kind of fluff it up when you're displaying it. Cordelia, I think I have yours. I'll have to look, honey. But I think I did get yours. So yeah, so we've got this really pretty yellow bow And then when you open it up, of course, I love it when people go the extra step and add embellishment in the inside. It kind of just ties your card together. But really, really pretty spring card, Tina. Thank you so much. I'm loving the yellow ribbon here. And I will display it fondly. Thank you, Tina. Very, very pretty. All right. Let's see. I'm going to keep my addresses together so when I send out your card. Okay, so let's go for another big one here. So this one is from Cordelia. So Cordelia, yes, I guess I did get your card. Okay, so Cordelia, another card with texture. Just love it, you guys. And it's got these bees. So let's take a look at what Cordelia did here. Again, going with the yellow theme. Good job, guys. With the yellow theme, and this is cardstock. I kind of am going off screen, aren't I? There we go. Yellow cardstock. And this is a really pretty die, Cordelia. I'm assuming this is a die, right? And it's a bigger die. You don't see bigger dies like this, but it's really great. And it looks like it's a double die. Double Dutch die? Double die? And she was able to mat it. So we've got the white background with the teal picture, which is super, super pretty. Made with love. And then we've got, of course, our flowers that are embellished. And then Cordelia did go the extra step and put these little dots here to go right in the middle. This is always a great idea. These little embellishments are perfect for flowers. Hey Debbie, nice to see ya. And of course we've got them kind of going into the picture, and then the nice little touch of the bees. So super, super sweet spring card. Double Dutch. Really loving the raised cards, you guys. Thank you so, so much. And let's see here, just a nice sweet little note here. So yep, Cordelia, thank you so much. Very, very pretty card. You know, it's funny, die cutting is just always a great choice, but sometimes people don't want to take the extra step to have to die cut all these items. And whenever I see people use several dies in their cards, like this one here, I mean, look at this. This probably took a minute to cut everything out. I just love the extra step that people take, because sometimes people just, I don't want to say we're lazy, but it just takes us a lot of time to die cut all these florals. And then of course these bees are awesome. So Cordelia, great job. Thank you so much. All right. Okay, so what is this one? Okay, so I must have taken this one out of, oh, you know what? This is from Lourdes, and Lourdes had sent me some extra items and stuck the card in there. That's why I didn't have the envelope. So I had to figure out who this was from. This is, again, really pretty. So let's kind of break this card down. This is from our friend Lourdes. Again, you guys, working off of the die cut, just so pretty. This is a beautiful die cut. So I'm just trying to see what she did here. So it looks like it's one of those dies that frames, and then Lord, you'll have to tell us how you did this. There's flowers in the background, so I'm guessing the flowers were separate, and then you put them underneath the actual die. This die actually feels, it's really, really good quality. It feels plastic a little bit. It doesn't feel like paper. And it's raised up so pretty. We've got these drops here that go in the middle, and then as an embellishment as well. And then on the background, I'm loving, I don't know how you did this, but I'm loving it. So we've got a stamped background. It looks like she did kind of like a watercolor stamping, and then we've got some distress ink around the outside. But then we've got all these little jiggity jaggedy lines, and I'm not sure how you did that. I think it's fantastic. It kind of does feel raised a little bit. So share how you did that, Lords. That's really pretty. Curious about what you used for the flowers. Let's see. She used vellum and colored it with the Tim Holtz watercolor. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I love that background. Curious how you were able to get it like that. It kind of looks like string on the background, stained glass. Yeah, a little bit like that. But you wish you could touch. Yeah, it's not paper. It's definitely not paper. And it's so beautiful. I wish you guys could see it in person. But it's very, very pretty. Embossing, my friend. Okay, embossing. Really? Okay, that makes sense. I guess. Yeah. But yeah, it's got some great texture. Spring has sprung. Here's to lots of sunny days to come. Hallelujah to that. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful card. And then of course, I love it when people decorate the inside of the cards. I always think that's just such a special extra touch. So I certainly appreciate that. It even has like Hello Spring in the background. It's all in the details, you guys. So that's why I love breaking down these cards, because you can really look at the work that went into this. And then of course you don't want to forget that it looks like a die cut was done that had like the stitching on the edge. She started out with a rectangular die to give us some of the stitch outline. Very, very pretty. Thank you so much. All right. So who is this from? Aberley. Aberley. Whose last name is Aberley? Aberley. We're gonna figure this out. Aha. House mouse. Delina. Okay. I knew that. Okay, so this is from Delina. If you guys are familiar with house mouse, I believe it's called house mouse. This is a stamp, and it looks like Delina actually colored these in. I'm not sure what medium she used. It may be markers, but we do have some shading going on here. So you've got the orange in the middle with the yellow on the outside. Got pink, and then a darker pink, and then you got your purple, and then a lighter purple here. And then you've got your little raindrops, which is very, very sweet. Colored in. Spring is in the air. And you know, these cards can take just as long as the die cut ones, because you've got to stamp it, and then you've got to color it and shade it. So I always love when people take the extra time to color their cards, because you can easily spend an hour easy on coloring cards. So really, really cute. I love how the flowers are umbrellas. And the little mice are super cute. Look at this one right here, catching a raindrop. So have you've got to really just stop and look at your cards sometimes, because this is so detailed. I'm looking at it, and you see the whole picture, but then you come and look at this little mouse here, and he's got his mouth open, catching the little raindrop. Of course, the little one always does that, right? Very, very cute. And then she sent me some goodies here, so that's always fun to use. I will be using these in my stash. Enjoy the simplicity of the moment. Fun, fun. So yeah, some great little sentiments here. Very, very cute. Love the shiny. Look at the shiny. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it is shiny. So yeah, so great. So thank you so much, Delina. Very, very cute card. I am loving it. All right. Let's see who we have next. Okay, so this is Melody, our pal Melody. Melody, you make such beautiful cards, lady. I remember when you and I first met, and you said you were just starting out with card making, but girl, you've got it. I mean, your cards are just so beautiful. So let's kind of break this down. This is from Melody. And Melody goes the extra step. She really does. I mean, you've got this butterfly here, but then it's doubled. So she's got it where it bounces up a little bit. And everything is kind of like a 3D. So these houses, it's a fantastic die. The houses are popped up. The little daisies give you the extra embellishment. You've got the background for the sun. That's a fantastic idea for a sun, Melody. Good job. And then we've got the wonderful background of colors with some splatters here. And then it says, with brave wings she flies. Super, super pretty card. And then she's got it matted, of course, on some baby blue cardstock. And it looks like she's sent me some goodies in here from our pal Tim Holtz's die set. I can't wait to play with these. We're going to do that next week. And this is a fantastic stamp. I have this one as well. So super, super job, Melody. You did a great job. And look at she even did a remnant rub, you guys. It's all in the details, I'm telling you. So just the little extra goes a long way. And then, of course, I love it when you guys stamp the back of your cards, because I display your cards in my room. You guys inspire me as I hopefully inspire you. So just wonderful, wonderful job. Just fantastic, Melody. I think Melody's going to have to start teaching us card classes. What do you think? Just great job. All right. And then last but not least, so this is this is another one from Delina. Delina is an overachiever, apparently. So Delina sent me a St. Patrick's Day card here, and oh gosh, this is daylight savings time. It's affecting me, I guess. It's got our clovers, our green clovers, and it was cut out with the shiny paper. It might be vellum, I'm not really sure. But gosh, I love this background. Let's take a look at this background. So it looks like we've got two types of paper here. We've got the water. This has to be alcohol ink. I'm thinking it's alcohol ink because I love the way the drops are falling here. So I'm thinking this is alcohol ink. And kind of getting a marble effect, and then you've got these gold these gold pieces here kind of falling into place. Super. And I love how when we're doing die cuts, how you can frame the outside. Not every die cut is like that, but I love the ones that actually give you the border as well as the image. I think the companies that do that and go the extra step just really, really think about we as crafters what we want. So super, super card. And then that's overachiever. She's showing us up here. So we've got the inside, and it can be as simple as adding ink to the edge of your inside. I always love when people finish the inside of the card because it shows that we've gone the extra step. So fantastic card. I don't have any other St. Patrick's Day cards, so this is going to definitely be displayed here in my craft room with pride. So thanks so much, guys. So everybody did really good. I know that we got a few more cards this time than we did last time, so I'm happy that more people are participating. Everybody that sent me a card will be getting a card from me. So be watching next week. I think I already sent out Lord's because she and I did a crafty exchange, and I put my card to her in the product box. So she's already got her card, but I'm going to be sending out everybody else's. Would love to, love to see you guys participate. We need to think about a theme for next month. So, um, let's think here. Uh, we are getting into, I don't want to say summer. We're getting into spring, right? Let's do a theme of um, keeping into the theme of spring, but let's do like a blue uh, raindrops or water. You know, some sort of a water theme, but blue as well. So our color will be blue. So you know you can use blue. Does that sound good to everybody? So our color will be blue. So if you could put some sort of blue into your card, and then like raindrops or water, some sort of water element for our next card. So that's what we'll do for the rest of the month of March and then into April. And then we will reveal in May. So this will give you plenty of time, early May. This will give you guys plenty of time, and that'll take us right into April showers. Exactly. Yep. But it doesn't necessarily have to be showers. That's why I kind of want to just do blue or some sort of water element. But that'll take us into early May, and then that way we can jump right into our summer cards. So if that sounds good for everybody, I will of course remind you every week. But I would love to see you guys participate. And if if you don't have my address, here is the address. It's P.O. Box 477, and it's in Reed Point, Montana 59069. So would love to see those cards start coming in, you guys. And I will get, like I said, I'll get my cards out to you guys as well. So thank you so much. I hope everybody enjoyed those cards. We have been going for about 30 minutes. You guys want to make something? We have some time. I already started prepping just in case. We did, let's see. We did, like I said, we did do the detective notebook yesterday. And I still have a lot of those scraps on my desktop. I know many of you bought the digital kit, so I thought maybe we can do something with that. Does that sound good, guys? It's kind of what I had planned. All right. So let me find my stuff here and get it organized. All right, so I printed out a couple things before I was trying to figure out the time zone. And I thought we could do like a mini, where is it? A mini notebook, if I can find it. All right. No. Where's my stuff? So I've got that, and I've got this. Yeah, I got so much stuff on my desk. So let me figure out, where did I put that? Oh boy. Okay. All right. Well, I'm sure I'll find it in a minute here. I hope I will. Okay. So I have this die cut from Sissix, and and it's one of these big die cuts, right? It's one of these bigs ones, and I love it because it creates these cute little notebooks. And I already started one because I didn't want to have to wait for the glue to dry, and now I can't find it, which is the story of my life. You try to be organized, and then you can't find stuff. So anyway, I pre-cut these out. These big ones always cost a little bit of money. Yeah, Tina, it's a good one. Costs a little bit of money. I think it's called a passport book, I want to say. I'll tell you right now. Book passport. Yep. Passport book. This is a passport book die. Um, you have that ×2 Melody. You need to stop buying your items twice, girl. And I went ahead and I cut out pages, and then I used some of my detective ephemera to cover the book. And I'm really, bear with me a second, guys, because there it is. All right. So I wanted to kind of be ahead of the game here. So I went ahead and I used some of the printables from the detective kit. You guys that got the kit should have this paper here. It was this big one. And I covered the inside. And then I took some of my paper and I covered the outside. And then I glued the binder. So if you guys don't have this, it's pretty easy to put together. The first was 44 and the second was 10. Why do you need 2, Melody? You're crazy. But the measurements on this are 3.5 by 5. So if you wanted to cut your own and then just round the corners, you could create these. This, you may not get the notches, but I think you could easily create this. It is 2 by 5, and then you would just have to, you know, of course, pop out the holes. I don't even know if you can still get this die out there, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's a great die, Melody. And I used it a lot. And I love the fact that you can create different themes with it. So that's what this is. And I went ahead and I glued it. And then I cut out some paper. And then I thought we would just kind of start to decorate. So I found you could use your digital kit, of course. I went ahead. I'm trying to use up all of my scrapbook paper. I don't know if you can see me in the background, but I've got too much scrapbook paper. So I'm trying to slowly but surely use it up. So I'm just going to create 3 signatures here. So, and I think I have enough to do 5 in each. Now this is thinner scrapbook paper. If you're using heavier cardstock, I probably wouldn't use 5 pieces. But you're gonna have to kind of determine that as you're going along. Let's see. I don't want the same. Trying to figure this out here. All right. All right, let's see if that's right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I want 5 in each. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I have an extra one. All right. So I kind of went with the brown and the black theme just because I wanted it to match my cover. So let's see, which one am I going to pull out here? Let's pull out this one. We'll use that for another day. All right. And then what I love about this die is it, you know, it punches out the holes for you. So all you got to do is pretty much just die cut it and fold it, and you're good to go. It's pretty awesome. All right. So I want to fold these nicely, so let me just fold these real quick. So like I said, you may not have this die. I've been thinking about it. I have lots of dies. I've been collecting dies for years and years and years, and I want to share with you some of these older dies, but I know it can be frustrating if you don't have it. So I always try to at least show you how you can do it without the die. I'm thinking about putting together a junk kit where people can make these little passport books and have everything in it already. So I'm thinking about that. I always have good intentions, but if I have time, I might put together some junk books where you can create your own little passport book. I think that would be a lot of fun. Because I can easily, you know, cut it out for you and put all the paper in there, and then all you have to do is assemble it. All right, so let's see, how does this go? I think it goes like that. All right, so you got to make sure your paper is going in the right direction too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so there's one signature, right? And then we've got this one. I know Tim doesn't come out with those big dies very much anymore. I don't know if it's because of the cost factor or because, you know, he's really into making the thinlit dies. I really like the bigger, thicker dies, especially because you can cut heavier cardboard or cardstock. You know, I really like being able to do that, and you can't do that with some of the thinner dies, unfortunately. So I always can appreciate when, you know, these designers come out with the thick big dies, because you're kind of taking a chance. Not everybody will invest in those, but to me, especially with my shop, you know, I can make things and sell them, and I can get the price of the die back after just selling a few of my finished items. So for me, it's been worth it, but certainly you have to put out the initial, you know, the initial cost of it. Yeah, absolutely, Robin. Me too. You know, like I said, you can cut thicker paper, and you can cut multiples as well. So I like folding these individually, just because I want to make sure that it folds right where these holes are, and I'm concerned if I do it separate, or if I do it all together, it may fold a little wonky. So, all right. So dinner tonight is going to be chicken enchiladas. I love chicken enchiladas. I make them, I don't make them separately. I fold them, I make them like a casserole kind of. So that's what we're having for dinner tonight. I'm looking forward to it. I love my chicken enchiladas. All right, so now that I've got my 3 signatures, I'm going to go ahead and thread it with these here, and let's figure out how much we need. All right, so let's see. I don't like to cut myself short with my twine. So there's one. I'd rather have more than less, because I can always trim it. There's 2. And then there's 3. All right. Okay, so we've got all 3 of our signatures here. 1, 2, and 3. You want to make sure they're all going the right direction. Can't tell you how many times I've done that incorrectly. And then I have my needles. I'm not sure if I'm going to need them or not, though. Let me see. So one thing I do want to say is if you are going to be part of the railroad class, I'm going to be sewing my journal. This is an awl that pokes holes into your signatures, and then I've got the wax, twine, and then needles. So just curious, do you guys have needles in the awl? I probably won't be able to include it in the kit because the kit already is at its max for cost. But I will, for those of you that are going to be attending the railroad class, if you don't have those items, I'll be sending you links where you can get them. They're not very expensive. You don't have to sew the journal together. It's not mandatory. It will work without being sewn. But I'm going to be sewing mine. You do? Okay. Yeah. It's always a nice little investment anyway, in my opinion, to have them. Like I said, they're not very expensive, and if you like putting journals together, it's nice to have. Good. Okay. I was feeling a little guilty that I wasn't going to include them in the kit, but the kit right now already is pretty much where it's gonna stay because I've got a lot of stuff already in the kit. Okay, there we go. All right, so you don't need the needle for these, but I'm gonna go ahead and use it anyway. The way that I do mine on this book is you can tie them in the middle or you can tie them on the outside. I tie mine on the outside because I do like a fancy bow. Tina, you have your good. All right, so I'm glad to see that many people have the wax string and the needles. So that way when I do that in the class, you'll have that. I just can't include that in the actual kit. All right. So the needle just makes it that much easier to sew together, of course. I probably could have done it without the needle, but that's all right. All right, and I probably cut too much twine. Lords, I sure will, Lords. Yep, I think I bought just like a little kit on Amazon, and it wasn't very expensive. So I'll get it out to everybody. But when I started putting together journals and junk journals, I just went on Amazon and I found a little kit that had the awl and it had the wax string and the needles as well. All right. Okay, so again, I'm just kind of putting this through. We're gonna tie them in a minute. I just want to get all of my all of my signatures added. Okay. And these little journals are a great way to use up paper. I mean, I don't know about you, but I think for many, many years, every time I saw paper, I bought it, which it was on sale, so I justified it. But you forget about how much room paper takes. So now I'm at a point now where whenever I can use paper, you know, I do from my stash. And you know, as a digital creator, I'm constantly printing paper now, so I don't really need to have oodles and oodles of designer paper anymore. All right. Okay, so here we go. So I've got my signatures in here, right? It's a cute little book, not overly thick. Probably could have had more paper. But I think 5 is perfect. All right, so let's see here. And I'm just kind of going to kind of getting them the same length. You know, I want them to be really snug. Robin. That's usually what I buy these days is Tim's paper. But I'm smart now where I buy them for kits. So his paper just isn't cost effective. And I'll say it. It's just not. But I love it. All right. So that's pretty snug. So this is what I do. There's a lot of ways to tie these books. You can tie them individually. You can tie them in the middle. But I tie them together. Tina and Robin, did you hear? I was watching Tim's Easter craft time that he did. I guess it was Saturday. And he said there's a lot of releases coming out in March and April. I can't wait. I'm very excited about that. He said Ideology isn't coming out until May, though, which is kind of a bummer. I'll be just in time for my birthday, though, I guess. All right, so let's see if we can keep this tight. But yeah, he said that there's lots of releases coming out. It's interesting. He's releasing pieces. He's not doing full-on releases anymore, though. Yeah, I missed the live too, Tina. I did it on the replay, but he's not doing full-on releases anymore. He's doing stamp set releases. So he did the hearts, and then he did the Easter, and I don't know what he's going to be doing the next couple of months, if he's going to be just doing individual stamp releases or what, but this is new for him. This isn't typically how he does it. All right, so now that I've got my big fat bow, you got smart, you scan yours and you can print what you want. You scan what, Melody? Don't tell me you're scanning Tim's stuff, because I'm going to plug my ears if you're saying that, because that's typically a no-no. But yeah, it's hard. Okay. Scissors. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and trim these. So as you can see, I did overshoot. Mr. Bunny is definitely an Easter image. Yeah, I didn't get Mr. Bunny. I love some of the labels in the set, but it's hard for me to buy holiday stamps. If I don't buy, I was reading messages, I don't buy holiday stamps too much, just because I don't get my money's worth on them, I feel. And I don't really make Easter cards or Valentine's Day cards, so I've just decided I'm not going to invest the money. And truly, our stamps are investments, so that's why I call it that. All right, so now that I've got how fluffy that is, that's how I do my book. I know you don't have to be this fluffy. You can tie them on the inside, but that's just how I do it. And this is just, I'm going to use it kind of like a detective book. So I went ahead and I found some of my images here. I'll just cut this out. Yeah, you could use the bunny for birthday cards for sure, absolutely. But just because I'm getting a little bit more particular about, you know, what I buy, I just didn't, yeah, I'm not going to invest in some of those holiday stamps. I just don't think I'll get enough use out of them. All right. And then this is just part of the detective kit, I believe. I mean, I guess if you're just scanning for your own personal use, I mean, honestly, I don't know what the rules are. Um, but I know I've heard people say you're not supposed to scan the stuff. But I guess if it's for your own personal use, you know. That's why I actually started making digital product, is because I would hate to use something and then, you know, not have it again. Okay, so here is what I'm doing. This is a mini detective notebook. So if you have the digital kit, you can easily make these little mini notebooks. All right. So that's pretty cute, huh? So there is that. And then I was thinking, so, you know, if the detective is, you know, out and about and he needs to take notes, he's on the crime scene. Okay, ma'am, just tell me the facts. Tell me what transpired. Uh, that's what you can use this little booklet for. So I'm thinking I'm going to leave the inside paper white because I really want it to be kind of like a journal notebook. But then I'm going to decorate the outside. Certainly you guys can do whatever makes you happy. But that was my thought on this. Yeah, just a cute little book. And because I have the die, I can make several of these. Um, I think though I'm gonna keep this. I mean, I might put like little stamp sets or something like that. But just a super cute little book. And then, like I said, I've got all these leftovers from my class. So I might just put like little decorations. I can even use my paper dolls. Let me see what I got going on here. So I got, these are the convict sheets from Alcatraz. So yeah, let's put one of these in there. Yeah, Melody, they go together really quickly. They're easy to put together. It's the decorating that takes all the time, typically, but that's always the funnest part, right? Okay, so I'm going to trim this. Some of it's going to get trimmed off, but that's okay. Maybe I'll just use part of it. Let's see. I'm gonna have to probably down trim these a little bit. Yeah, let me go ahead and let me just trim some of this. It's a little too big. Yeah, it's a great page, like you said, Melody, to store items in for sure. And since you have two of the big dies, you got to get busy, girl, and use them. Alright, so trying to keep most of his information on this, but I just gotta trim it down a bit. I've been thinking with some of these Alcatraz images. Making like a mugshot book. But I haven't decided completely yet. All right, I think I'll just do that. The Sissics number, yeah. Robin, or not Robin, Melody, do you have that? Oh, here it is, actually. All right, so let me see what this is. This is 660331. It's called Passport Book, is what it's called. And it's an older one, but it's a good one. It's definitely a good one. All right. Where did I put my convict? I lost. Oh, there it is. This is one of those books that probably is going to take a while to decorate, but we can at least get it started, right? So yeah, so once I tore some of the pages, I was able to fit pretty nicely. Okay. Just want to get the edge glued down nicely. And then maybe I'll put like maybe I'll put like suspect right across. That sounds good, right? He is the main suspect in our investigation. All right. Suspect. He looks like a bad guy, doesn't he? Man. Look at this guy. He looks mean. All right. Let's see, what else do I have here? Case file. Maybe I should put case file right there. What else? What else? Investigation. See, if I would have put this down a little farther, this probably would have worked better, but that's all right. Okay, so I think that's good. What else do I have? Ooh. I found this stamp set in my stash. I think I might have shared it with you before. Look at how cool this is. Top secret. I don't even know where I got this, guys, and the observation and the confidential don't work, but the top secret does. It's a great stamp. I love it. All right. Oh, you know what? I could probably use remnant rubs, you guys. What do you think? Yeah, I think I'll have to get out my remnant rubs in just a minute. Okay, so that is... Yep, Ellen Hall. Yep, Eileen Hall. That's exactly who it is. Oh, I just smeared it. Look at that. That's okay. You know, it's a vintage book, so everything can't be perfect. All right, so that was my first page. And then let's see what else. So you can pretty much just do these. I hate that I smeared it though. Maybe I will put documents here, and then I'll put top secret somewhere else. I don't know. Classified. I wish I hadn't smeared that. I know I said it's okay, but I'm not liking it. Let's see. I can maybe put him right there. And then I can stamp it again. Let's see. So cover that, and then maybe I'll stamp it again, and then keep my fat fingers off it so I don't smear it. Maybe I'll stamp it last. Yeah, I thought about that, but I wanted it kind of flush on that, so I think I'll just restamp it and keep my fingers off it. All right, so that's a good enough save. What else do I have? So yeah, you get the idea with this book, right? I mean, maybe I'll just put. I mean, I have lots of these convict cards. Maybe I'll just fill the pages with these. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with this book yet. I just thought it would be kind of fun to put together, you know, a little detective book. And fill it with some of the items that were from the class. So let's see. I wonder if a big guy would fit. Yeah, you definitely have enough left from the actual physical kit, right? To make a little book. Let's see. What else do I have? Ooh, look at this. That's a good one. Robber, burglar. Burglar. All right. So maybe he will go. See, it's a little too big for the book. But if I cut this in half, let's see. And do maybe something like this on that page, right? Let's see. Maybe I'll cut this down a little bit. Yeah, the detective book is a lot of fun, Melody. And I have so much more of these criminal items. I didn't include everything in the kits, and that's why I'm thinking maybe I'll put together some junk packs. We'll see. All right, so here is a criminal. Maybe I'll do something like that. This is going to be like, maybe I'll turn it into, like I said, a mugshot book. Okay, ma'am, can you please look through this book and tell us if you see the guy that broke into your house. I don't know. It's pretty good, I think. I think. All right. You're looking for those numbers. Which numbers, Tina? Let's see, warning. Warning, this is a bad guy. Warning, if you see this man lurking around your house, call the cops immediately. Although he's probably dead by now, because these are old mugshots. The dies that I gave you, the number dies, is that what you're looking for? I gotta remember where I got mine. I don't remember offhand. Let's see. Ooh, look at this. So this is that guy, and then this is his fingerprints. Maybe I'll put his fingerprints right here. Yeah, that's a good idea. All right. But I want a better background though. Yeah, I'll have to see where I got the melody. I don't remember offhand. Let's see. This is just going to be a little bit of background, so it's not all stark white. You guys know how I hate white backgrounds. Let's see. Yep, that's what I used on mine, Robin, are the eccentric rub-ons. The dies aren't Tim. No, they're not. Can't. Let's see. I can make tabs for large apprehended convicted. I could, yeah. Alright, so let's put this here. Alright, so yeah, so I'm just adding that because I'm going to put his fingerprints right here. I'm going to trim that just a little bit. Alright, so that'll go right there. So here's my convict, and then here's his fingerprints. Maybe I'll let me just do a little rounding of the corners here. How long have we been going? There's no way I'm going to finish this book, guys. But I wanted to at least give you more ideas on how to use the extras left over from your kits. And then also from the digital kit, right? I mean, you don't have to make this huge junk journal. You can easily just make a smaller one. And keep in mind, you can use your paper dolls as well. So let's do a quick page with the paper doll so I can show you what I'm talking about. So I've got some of these were in the kits. These are the actual agent cards, the agent ID cards. I haven't put these in the shop yet, but I plan on it. I think what I might do with this is create like a pocket to put it in though. All right, so if we have, ooh, he looks like a bad guy, doesn't he? This guy looks like a detective. Maybe it'd be funny to do something like that. So maybe I can find a detective card that kind of has his face. But anyway, so yeah, I was thinking maybe I can do like a, I don't know, like a reward or something, you know. Let's see what I got going on here. I mean, I could even somehow cover the picture, right? And just do something like that. Maybe I'll do that for this page. Just like that a little bit. Something like that. Let's see what I can do here. Alright, so this needs to be a little smaller. Yeah, a lot smaller than that. See, I'm going to need to have something where I can cover that. Let's see what else I got. Let's see what else I got going on here. If you have a couple, you can do like Bonnie and Clyde, right? Alright, that one's a little too big. Let's see, what else do I have here? Look at her. So I gotta figure out a way to cover this. I guess I could put like a something, you know, to cover him. Let me see what I got. Your eyes only. I could do something like that, and then put this. Let me see what else I have. Something that's long, right? Let's see. I'm digging through my stuff. I guess I could do that and then put yeah, I have plans for, because this book isn't quite the right size for a like I said, one of those books that when you go into the police precinct, they say, look through our convict book, you know. I have an idea of what I want to do with some of these Alcatraz cards. And I'll special make the journal because it needs to be a specific size. You know, I'm having to cut down these to fit my little book. it's fine. It's digital, so I can print out as many as I want. Um, so it's kind of festering in my brain right now. On how I want to do it. I mean, right now I really have to get going on my Christmas in July project. I've got to get that done. So that probably will be the next thing I focus on after I finish the railroad prototype. Let's see. Just trying to find a paper doll that's gonna fit perfectly. I don't think I will. All right, I guess I'll do kind of like I was thinking. Let's do something like this. And then that. Yeah, I think that'll work. What do you guys think of that? Something like that? All right, so we'll go another like 4 or 5 minutes because we're coming up on an hour and 21 minutes here. And then we'll kind of call it a day. And then I'm going to keep working on this book. And as soon as I have it completed, I'll share it with you. Or maybe just my progress of it, right? But yeah, so you guys, if you guys, the ones that have this die, give it a try. I mean, it's one of those projects where it's just a work in progress. You know, you kind of put it aside, you know, and work on it here and there. I have many of those projects. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? I think that'll work. Yeah, that'll work. Got another minute. All right, Cordelia. I'm so glad that you joined the Backstage Pass, girl. I think you'll be happy that you can just go to the shop and download whatever you want anytime. And then, of course, you know, you get the classes. You don't have to pay for the class fee anymore. So that'll be nice. So I'm glad that you decided to do that. And I also sent you an email. Be sure to request access to the private Facebook group for members. And I share lots of information in there for you guys. I think that's good. And then let's see, what do I got? Let's see, so he was suspect. So this guy will be convicted. What do you think? Some of you want to watch? I can keep going, yeah. You're welcome, Melody. Yeah, I do. I don't want to say I don't put a lot of time into my kids because I do. But I appreciate you guys also supporting my channel. And let's see, he was convicted. And joining the Backstage Pass, you know, it's kind of a win-win, right? I mean, you get things and I get things. So you're welcome. So he was convicted, guys. So we caught him, and he was convicted. And then this guy, you know, you just got to be aware of this guy. There's a warning out for him. Vernon isn't a good guy, so you've got to be real careful with him. And then this gentleman is one of the suspects. So we've got some bad characters here. I'm going to leave this open. You know, maybe we need to do a little journaling. Classified. All right, so he was convicted. All right, so Melody's asking me to keep going here. I'll go for a little while longer, but then I got to start my enchiladas. I'm going to make a few more pages. Let's see, what else do I have here? So yeah, so the paper dolls will fit perfectly on here. Certainly something you can use in your little book. Absolutely. I think I'm kind of loving these little Alcatraz pages. They're great background. So I think I'll probably be using them more and more. All right, so this guy is a little too big. Let's see, what do I got going on here? All right, so I can cut this down, I think. He was stealing candy, yeah. You know, back then, the criminals were young, right? I mean, these are from the 30s, I think. But yeah. Let's see if I can. Oh, that'll fit. Yeah. Okay, so we'll do a page with this. All right. So who is this? This is Robber, associate of many thieves. John Abbey. 1489 Ansel Road, Cleveland, Ohio. He was arrested April 23rd, 1951. So he is not a good guy. And let's see what we got. What we got going here? Let's do some maybe background. Maybe I'll just do some background paper here. Let's see what we got going. I don't know. Yeah, the kids' melody, there's always a lot left over because like I said in the class, I like for you guys to have choices. I don't necessarily want you to feel like you have to copy my book. You know, I want you to get inspired, get ideas, but certainly make it your own. Alright, so, whoops, that's upside down. So maybe, I don't know, maybe something, he kind of has to go straight on. And I'm just looking for fillers, really, is what I'm trying to do. So maybe something like that. Put that there. And then this can maybe go something like this. Yeah. That. All right, and let's see here. He was a robber, and let's see what we got going on here. Top secret. Case is classified. Maybe he stole from, I don't know, somebody that was really important. Why would a robber case be classified? Not sure. I know I've seen a lot of robber cards, but there were some in there that were in there for murder as well. And I also have Al Capone's card, which is kind of cool. It's kind of cool, right? Ah, my nose itches. Okay. Lots of small pieces for this book. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Some newspaper clippings. Yeah, that is a good idea. I have these images from the New York Times that I'm putting in the railroad book because I figured, you know, when you're on a train, you want a newspaper. Maybe I'll go see if I have any other older newspapers to put here. All right, so. Classified. It's classified. All right. This looks pretty good, I think, right? All right. So I said we could also use remnant rubs. So let me do. I'm gonna do one more page, Melody. Then I'm gonna take off. And let's see what remnant rubs I have. I was thinking some of Tim's Halloween stickers might work for this book as well. Let's see if there's any that would work. I've got these two. Let's see. What else? What else? What else? We'll sift through these and see if any of these. Look at all these sticker books I have. Am I a Tim Holtz fan or what? Ha. Got a lot of Halloween-y stuff. But I'm always a sucker for Tim's Halloween and Christmas items. Okay, so let's see what we have here that we can maybe use. Ooh, the clippings might be good. So we can maybe use the clippings. I'm always hesitant to use my stickers because once they're gone, they're gone. Kind of like we were talking about with the ephemera earlier. Is you hate to use it, right? Ooh, I can maybe use one of these. All right. Let's see. Okay, so we'll do one more page. We'll do one more page and then we'll call it a day, guys. All right, so this is the center. What are we gonna do in the middle? Requires a lot of brain power. I guess we can at least add some ink, right? It's so white. Let's just grunge it up a little bit. And I'm very, very light-handed. And as you can see, it's already got some speckles and whatnot, but I like it grungy. I want it to be grungy. And let's see, I have maybe we'll put, see, he's a little too big, I think. He might work. Maybe I'll put like Bonnie and Clyde or something, right? Oh, gosh. Gosh, gosh, gosh. Maybe this guy. This is from my kit. And what else do I got here? Maybe we'll do like the reward page in the middle. Tina says, save it for the jury. Who's the jury? Tina, I'm confused. Alright, so I have this wanted poster. I need pictures of crime, huh? Yeah. Okay, so maybe I'll do like a something like that. I have some of these old documents here that I printed out right before before I went live. I can maybe use some of these too. So I shrunk them down for the book, but these are like warrant of arrest, death warrant, just different, the President of the United States. Yeah, just different documents here that I think would be good for the book. Let's see. Warrants. So this is the warrant for arrest. Let's see, maybe, see, that fits perfect. I sized that down perfectly. So something like that, and then maybe do, so his warrant is on one side and then he's on the other side. It's pretty good. Yeah. Okay, so here's the warrant for arrest. Now he is a murderer. He's wanted for murder. This is a bad dude. So I'll just put that right there. See, Robin, our glue moves, so we are not committed until it dries. Documented. But maybe, see, I moved it down so I could put one of these little stickers up there. An autopsy sheet. Yeah, that would be good. I gotta look through my documents, see what else I've got. But I just wanted to give you guys some ideas. And then you guys can fly with the inspiration and create your own. Robin, are you going to get this booklet? It's a good value. I use it a lot. I've had it for many, many years. And I've well gotten my money's worth. Alright, so let's just add a little bit. You're welcome, Cordelia. We'll see you later. I'm getting ready to wrap it up here. Alright, so documented. And then see, the murderer is still at large. $100,000 reward for the capture of this guy. He's a bad one. He's a bad dude. So So we'll put this down here. Perhaps I should have had a better background. That's all right. Maybe I'll use some remnant rubs here. So I'm thinking I'll just use some of these little, I don't know, scribblies to fill in some of the background. Is that what they're, that's the official name, is scribblies, right? So these little scribblies. So let's see if maybe we can just fill in some of this background. There we go. And then we'll put this here, right? I'm just a fan of these remnant rubs. I really like them. I was so happy when Tim came out with new ones last year. I'd love to see more. I hope he comes out with more. All right. Let's just put a number. Okay. Put this right here maybe. And I need something right there. Let's see, what do I got? I might just do I might do that. I don't normally like to stamp straight onto items, but let's, this isn't even sticking. Let's get crazy here and take a chance. Let's just get a little crazy here, guys. Make sure this doesn't fall, right? Oh, push hard. Ah, that came out pretty good, I think. Whew. It's always risky when you stamp right on your project. I just need a little something right here. And then, guys, we're gonna call it a day. Let's see. Let's see. I'm just kind of trying to figure it out here. Part of creativity, right, is figuring it out. Maybe I'll just put some more scribbles. Yeah, maybe I'll just do more scribbles. Undertaker. Ooh, observations. Yeah. Can never have enough scribbles. And I don't even need to use all of them. We'll just use some of them. Okay, so we use this and we use this. All right. Isn't it funny how if you're a designer and you say, okay, I just want to have some scribbles. What? And then the company's saying, no one's going to buy scribbles. And then Tim's like, just trust me. People want scribbles. And, you know, the company's like, you're crazy, Tim. You don't know what you're talking about. And Tim's like, I know what I'm talking about. I know my followers. Just give me scribbles. Give me scribbles and they will buy them. And here we are using his scribbles. Right? Don't question Mr. Holtz. He knows what he's talking about. If the man wants scribbles, give him scribbles. Alright, and this will go right here. Let's see if maybe I can do a partial. Okay. It's like $18.51. I don't know what was $18.51, but we're just going to, we're filling space is what we're doing. And I think that works. All right. Sorry I've been ignoring you guys. But I was in my own crafty, ooh, I need something up there. I was in my own crafty world. Let's see. I need one more little thing. Maybe that's just some spiders. Right? I don't know. Maybe? Who knows? Or maybe just do the little, there we go, we'll do that. I don't like white space. Have you guys figured that out? It's kind of turning into like a Halloween book, right? See, I still have a little white space there. It's bothering me. Toxic. Okay. Well, but anyway, so you see now. You see now how you can easily incorporate your Halloween ephemera, stickers, images, sayings into this detective book. I think they work. You know, anything that gives you the creeps, right? I think will work, and I think that layout came out perfect, guys. Look at that. So I've got my warrant for my arrest here, my documented, and then we have the criminal. So that's the middle part of the signature. So here's what we did. I'm just going to recap, and then we're going to call it a day. This is a really fun die. I've had it for many, many years, and if you do have it, you can easily incorporate your detective notebook ephemera into here. I might put together, like I said, some junk kits, but don't hold me to that. But I used my detective notebook digital kit, and then I've used some of the items that were part of that kit. These are the Alcatraz criminal records. These are in the shop if you guys want them. I've got some really fun ones, and I have them in the small version as well as the larger version. And then this background here was part of the digital kit. And then all I did was just kind of decorate the pages. This is one of my mug shots. I put some of the stickers here, and Vernon's fingerprint card is right there. I left some space here for notes. This guy was convicted. And again, I used one of the background for the Alcatraz criminal cards, and then I just covered the criminal's face, and I just put my paper doll here. So you don't necessarily have to be married to that actual blood splatters. That's a good idea. You don't have to be married to the actual photo. You can add your own. Paper dolls are great, and it's a great way to use up your stash. Turn the page. Again, we've got another criminal here. This is John Abbey, and he is associated with many thieves. He's a robber. This case is classified, guys, so I can put all of my criminal notes here if I want to when I'm out in the field. And then I didn't do this page. Look at, we skipped this page. I'll have to come back to that one. But then this is my middle signature. So this is my wanted poster with my criminal, and then the warrant for arrest. So lots and lots of creativity with these little books. Those were only a few pages. I mean, look at how much I have in this book that you can decorate. So if I get, like I said, if I get time, maybe I'll put together a couple of these junk packs, because they're a lot of fun to decorate. And if you like junk journals, but maybe you're just not committed to a huge one, these little ones are really fun. All right, guys, that is all I have today. I hope that you enjoyed hanging out with me and chit-chatting, hearing my crazy stories. Um, and remember, our theme for our cards is blue and some sort of water, like raindrops or water, or like Melody said, spring showers, of course, but it doesn't have to be showers. It could be raindrops and water, anything like that, or just blue. Maybe you just want to use blue. But that will be kind of our theme for our cards coming in. Yeah, I hope you guys have a great week. And Tina, you too. I hope I see you guys next week, I guess, right? And next week, I'm going to be playing with those die cuts that Melody sent me, those rabbits. So I'll have to put on my creative thinking cap and come up with something for you guys. All right, everybody. Bye.